All right, guys, you do not take enough risks. All right, that's today's video. Before I get into it, shout out to our sponsor, Credzly.com. All right, Credzly.com has credit builder loans, rent reporting, credit bureau monitoring, and so much more, identity theft insurance, and so much more. Go check them out, okay? And also, please scroll down and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so appreciative for all the views and subscribers and everything that we've been getting and engagement and everything like that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please go ahead to the caption. I have all my social media links on there. Go ahead and follow me and shoot me some DMs, comment on this video. I also have a school community, guys. I have a paid school community. Go check that out, Leverage Academy. Links in the caption. And see if you'd be a good fit to join. All right, so we're going to talk about risk today. And the truth be told, without risk, you're not gonna get far in your life. Literally, the less risk you take, the more average or below average you're going to be. Seriously, the most successful people took the most risk. All right, and there's different types of risk. I'm not telling you to be out here committing crimes and don't do stupid shit like that. And also, I do want to say though, it's kind of crazy. I'm from Chicago, and I can't even tell you how many like entrepreneurs I know and successful people that I know that had run-ins with the law and stuff like that. And it's so crazy because it's like they had the energy, they had the balls, they had the drive, they were taking risks, but they were taking the wrong risks. You understand what I'm saying? And then, obviously they go to prison or whatever, and then they learn that, oh, okay, I was doing the wrong risk. And then they come out and then they actually make something out of themselves because they're not like adverse to taking risks, right? And they just learn how to do it in a better way, in a legal way, of course. I can't even tell you like the amount of risks that I've took. First and foremost, one of the biggest risks that I ever took was leaving my like my super cushy job. Dude, I was making doctor money in corporate, okay? I had a really good title. I was a director of internal audit, okay? And to be a director at a company in your 20s making doctor money, like you do realize how huge that was. And I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't even tell my parents when I quit. Like I kept it a secret, man. And yeah, like people thought I was crazy, okay? But I just knew that I wanted better. And if they're paying me a quarter million a year or whatever, they're paying me this much. How much are they making at the end of the day? Like I want to be at the top of my pyramid. I want to be the top of my business. You understand what I'm saying? And truth be told, like it just wasn't cutting it for me for the lifestyle I wanted and for the people that depended on me. Because I'm in a situation where um, I'm just 100% provider. I take care of my wife. I take care of my baby. I take care of my parents as well. Okay, and yeah, quarter million a year doesn't really, it's like an average life. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But we're not here to complain. We're not here to talk about, oh, why is it like this and whatever. Like, let's find, a way to actually get solutions here. And the solution is to take risks. And you have to actually get comfortable with losing. And you got to realize that each loss actually gets you closer to that win. And if you're not losing, then you're just not doing enough, genuinely speaking. Because you know what? Risks, you could lose taking a risk and you could win taking a risk. And to be honest with you, you're probably going to lose more times than you're going to win. But you just need that one big win. You understand? So it's literally a coin flip, and you're going to keep flipping that coin regardless of how many times you lose, and you have to keep getting back up, and you just get better and better, and literally your skills will compound, and things will start working. And yeah, like that being said, risk. I can't tell you guys how many investments that I've made that just didn't work out, how much money I've lost at, just taking risks and stuff like that. But it's okay because at the end of the day, I think Alex Hermosi said this. When you're making 100K, be expect to lose like 10K, and then it gets bigger, right? When you're making $1 million, expect to lose 100,000. When you're making 10 million, expect to lose a million. That's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, these are one of the weird laws of the world. Where you have to lose money, you have to lose, you have to take risks, and you have to fail a bunch in order to become successful. You understand what I'm saying? So, genuinely speaking, When was the last time you took a risk? You see what I'm saying? Like maybe like at the end of the day, you just might be too comfortable. Honestly, comfort is one of the worst things, man. Literally, delayed gratification versus instant gratification is all that really comes down to. And paychecks are one of the worst things. See, I never realized this when I was climbing the corporate ladder. It's literally priming you. Having a job primes you to think that, oh, whatever work I do today, I should be getting money for it within a week or two. That's just not how it works, especially when you're on a bigger scale. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, think about it. Most people that get wealthy very fast, right? There's a whole book about this, Millionaire Fastlane, right? This guy, MJ DeMarco, he did all the studies and everything like that. Most people that get very wealthy fast, first of all, you can get rich quick. You just can't get rich easy. But most of them, you know how they do it? It's through being an entrepreneur, building up a company, and then exiting. That's usually how it goes. It's not these people that are out here talking about, oh, Airbnb arbitrage and trading and forex and stock options and this and that. They're all scammers. They're playing you, dude. At the end of the day, that's there is no such thing as get rich quick and easy. Okay, you can get rich quick, but it's very difficult, and you have to take a lot of risk. That's what makes it difficult, and you have to lose a lot too. That's what also makes it difficult, and you also have to go time periods without seeing any sort of return anytime soon. Okay, so you have to kind of snap yourself out of this whole training. They've literally trained us, okay, to think that, oh, the work you do today, you get money for it in a week or two, or same day, even worse. And typically, when you do stuff like that, like who gets their money same day or next day? Isn't it like laborers and like Uber drivers or something, if I'm not mistaken? Or whatever. If you're doing illegal stuff, like obviously, the more you could delay it, the more you could delay that gratification of getting paid, the more money you get too. By the way, it's just that simple. Like if you spend a whole year or two building up a company, right, and then you start raising money, or you actually sell off part equity. Think about like how much of a lump sum of money that you get at that point. You see what I'm trying to say? Anyways, so comfort is the real enemy here. Playing safe costs more than failing, actually. And this is so true at the end of the day. Playing it safe gets you nowhere besides average or below average. And it's so funny because I know plenty of people that are old men now that played it safe their whole life. And yeah, they have a paid off house. You know what I mean? Yeah, they sent their kids to college or whatever the case may be. But now they're living frugally, and they have to like it's so crazy because they get around a young guy like myself and we're talking and I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, the time's going to pass anyways at the end of the day. Like, as long as my bills are being paid, but I'm literally risking every single thing else, all my money into this business, into this, into that. But at the end of the day, the time is going to pass anyways. The money's going to be spent anyways. And you know what? I know that if I stick to it for 5 to 10 years, it's gonna grow into something for sure. You see what I'm trying to say? And he's like, man, you know what? Only if I had that mentality when I was younger, I would have a way different, uh, you know, I guess, or presence in my life right now. And it's so crazy because it's like, you know, I don't ever want to get old and think like, dang, I could have did more. And the craziest thing is, am I crazy for leaving my job? Not really, because the way I see it is even if I fail, right, and I have to go crawling back and start filling out job applications again and doing interviews, it's like I'll just be right back on the boat that everyone else is on, anyways. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like, all right, I'm gonna do what I got to do with Credzly, with this educational content creation, um, you know, with my real estate investments and everything. And okay, if it doesn't work out, then what do you think I'm going to do? I'm not going to kill myself or sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm not going to do anything like that. At the end of the day, I've already crashed out before. I don't know if you guys know, one of my stories is that I went from 350 credit score to 750 credit score. And that was also that same year that I fixed my credit, I also built up my net worth and real estate portfolio significantly. So yeah, like I'm just not scared like other people. I'm not scared to lose it all. And plus, I risk something that most people don't even ever achieve in their life. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, man, these people that have close to nothing, these people that have little savings, these people that don't even make anything and they're scared to risk that. And I'm like, dang, bro, you're stuck mentally. You're stuck here. You've already lost. You get what I'm trying to say? And for me, honestly, like, I'm not going to lose. I'm going to win. It's going to work out. But what gives me like all the power is knowing that, okay, so what? Even if it doesn't, I go out there and I go get a job like everyone else. And I'll be in the same boat as everyone else. So to me, it's like, man, really? Is there even a risk? No. At the end of the day, like, I don't know. I would rather be anything but average, to be honest with you. That's just me, though. um, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you know what? You should, if you're scared, it's probably a good thing. Like, it means that you're probably taking risks. And at the end of the day, you're probably just close. Look up Elon Musk's story. Like how many times he was so close to bankrupt. You see what I'm saying? Like people that take these risks and invest every single thing that they have. Um, I remember watching Shark Tank actually, and people would come on the show, and they literally took out second mortgages, and they went and they spent their whole life savings, or they went and raised money through family and stuff like that because they believed in their business. And it's funny because they try to make that seem like a bad thing, but it's not. Like, to be honest, yeah, you should have that much belief at the end of the day. Go look up law of attraction, the secret or whatever. That's the whole point. Like whatever you believe is what you receive. That's the cheat code to life. And for you to actually take these risks and for you to be so like, firm in your belief that it's going to work out, that you're doing stuff like that, that actually means that you're going to win, that it's going to work out, versus the person that's like, maybe, I don't know, kind of second guessing themselves, letting the limiting beliefs come to them, listening to people telling them that they're wrong. Like you have to, in the beginning, you have to look crazy until it starts working out. That's when people realize, oh, he wasn't crazy. But you have to look crazy in the beginning. That's how much belief you have to have. That's how much you have to risk. That's how much, you got to put your money where your mouth is, like they say. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Shout out to Credzly.com. Okay, go check them out for credit builder loans, rent reporting, credit bureau monitoring, everything like that. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. Um, we recently just hit 100 subscribers. We're a little bit over 100 subscribers now on Farhan's Leverage Academy YouTube channel. That's the main channel, by the way. So please scroll down, subscribe. In order to celebrate the 100 subscribers, guys, I will be giving away 100 meals to people. I'm going to be doing it in Pakistan, most likely. So I'm still organizing it. I will let you guys know the details, but that's how I'm celebrating. I'm so grateful for you guys watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go and check out the links in the caption, all my social media links. Give me a follow, shoot me a DM, leave a comment on this video. And also, I have a paid school community. If you guys like what I talk about, I have a paid school community where I talk about credit, real estate, business, everything like that. Go check it out. You might be a good fit. Definitely will help you out in life, okay? So, yeah, guys, invest in yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching.